Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. Today we're going to talk about two things. One is the first part of this video, about a minute 40 or so, is Ruth loading up her turkey. So if you guys don't watch that, the real video coming up is at 1:40 on. So there you go. Thank you. Ruth is rounding up her cattle there. Rounding up her cattle. Rounding up her babies. We cut their wings today, so they can't fly away.
I'm just sitting down in the car.
Oh, they're sitting inside the car?
Me.
Oh. Yeah, there's something else. These little bad boys. There's something else. Well, that one's gotten big. Or two of those. You can tell the males are starting to fight. Ruth did something. She's got a video. She'll show you guys later on that. She did something. She put something on the car. Really nice. See, look at her talking to her babies. See? She'll rake them up. Is that the whole family? Look at them going in the garage.
Scared like that.
Oh, there's every one of them in the garage. Yeah, I did that one day and they all went in the garage. They had a heck of a time getting them out of there. Yeah, we pulled the van. It's a little dirty. She's going to wash it, but storm's coming in. You guys can see. Another great day in the Philippines. Yeah. So we probably head to town tomorrow and do our things. Today I want to talk about something that help, Tom, help. My Social Security check is not getting deposited here in the United States. I mean, here in the Philippines. What do? I changed the forms. Everything was fine the first couple of months, and then it stopped. There's a problem. A lot of times, I'm just going to tell you, a lot of times it's the banks. I've talked about this so much that I feel like I'm talking blue in the face. But really, the best thing to do, there is a Social Security office in Manila. The best thing to do is get on the phone with them and ask them the latest and greatest. Now, since the COVID hit, they may not be manning the phones. They may not be manning the department. Some guys are telling me, including myself, I called on that thing, they will not. It took them 6 weeks to answer back on my question I had. So you might be finding yourself in a situation that is not good. They don't really monitor the phones like they used to. You call the first ring, they picked it up and they answered your problems and it was solved. Now it's a little different. Now I don't know this last month or last 2 months, but I'm saying if you have a problem, the best thing to do is call there. Now, you could call the United States, but you know, you're gonna need to get you a load or something on your phone. I use the couple things you can use. A lot of people use well, they use different companies. Globe has a international plan that you can actually load on your phone. It costs like what is that? $5 or something like that, and you can call internationally for like an hour. I use TalkU, and it works great. You can just load it with $5 worth and call the States as many times you want. I honestly, I've had it now for 6 years, and I may have put $10 on the thing, and it's used every day. So, and my buddy Claude asked for one also, and I gave it to him. He said he uses it all the time. And it's great for, like, because if I make a transaction, for example, say for instance I make a purchase, and the bank will come back and send me a text that you make this purchase, at Lazada or whatever the amount is. It doesn't matter. If it's under like $5 or $10, they don't worry about it. But it's like $25 or $30, they'll send you a text that you make this thing, and you say yes or no. If you say yes, they'll let the transaction go through, or they tell you if it's already been declined, send it back through and we'll approve it. That happens. Now, you need to call the bank in U.S. or call Social Security in U.S. Now, sometimes also the banks here will hold the funds. They have started, there's a new thing going on. I don't know what's going on. You can only use this card on verified banks if you have an account here. What do you mean? Can't use the card anymore. It's a Visa MasterCard I've been using here for 7 years, 6 years plus. It's 6 years and change now. And I can't use it now? Why? Well, they're changing the rules. So you may find that that's going to roll in effect. Ruth and I actually went to 4 banks the other day. We could not use my card. I always go to town, and I always use it the same bank. You see me I've done 20 videos there the last 2-3 months. Now, can't use that bank no more. Unless I have an account there, a Philippine account, not an American account, Philippine account. And then you have to transfer money, and that can be an issue too. I'm not getting into that. I'm not getting into that today. I would just suggest that you call Social Security directly here first, if you want to. Call U.S. and they'll straighten it out for you. That's one of the reasons why I left my money in U.S. If I have a problem, I just get my money in U.S. If I have a problem, I just email the bank. I have a chat 24/7. I talk to them, chat, and then it gives all the answers that I need, and then I just go on. And it's always best to have 2-3 banks, not just one bank, 2-3 banks that you have money in. Even if you put $200 in the bank or whatever the minimum is they require, open up an account and get a card, get a debit card or MasterCard or something where you can actually pull money out at any given time, because you're going to find that that card will not work at all banks. And even my good cards that I've had for years did not work at all banks. I've had to give back my American Express card because I can't use it here. And it's not really beneficial anyway. I really kind of hated that thing because they don't, if you use $100, you got to pay $100 off at the end of the month. And then sometimes you better pay it off by the 20th or 25th because they're going to turn that bad boy off. Don't know why. Spent thousands through that company, but they're just that way. They're just that way. They amaze me. So I sent that back. I had Discover car, same thing. Discover was the same problem. I said, forget it. It's not worth having those cards. So basically I have 3 banks, MasterCard and Visa, MasterCard, Visa, MasterCard, Visa. So because what the banks are doing, the branch manager makes a decision on when to put that money in the banks, and they're changing sometimes the times when the money will be delivered to your account. Some guys are saying 10 days. I got to tell you something. If I'm supposed to get a check on the 3rd and I got to wait to the 13th to get my money, I don't think so. Why would I do that? Why would I go through the grief? Why don't I just go ahead and just get the money in U.S. and just go to a debit card and go pull it out of the bank? Simple. I'm amazed. Buddy Larry messaged me yesterday, went to ATM to get money out of the bank, and funds weren't available. He said, my check's there. Should have been there 5 days ago. Well, it wasn't. So he's emailing. What do? I said, you try calling Social Security? Yeah, I tried calling Social Security and no results. I said, what do you mean? He says, well, Tom, the lines are busy. You got to wait. I don't have a good talk service. I said, so I told him how to get a good phone service to call, because how this phone system works is it calls through different routers throughout. It may call from Belgium or France or Italy, but the call goes through. And what it does, it'll ask you, do you want this to be anonymous? Do you want this to be your phone number that's here, that's registered? Yes. Or another number. And you can actually put a number in. But it doesn't matter because they all know who you are anyway, right? But I want to talk about that briefly today. So hopefully you like the turkeys, a little turkey video, and hopefully you guys like this. But I suggest you just keep your money safely in the accounts in U.S. and don't worry about bringing all the stuff over here, because at the end of the day, you don't know what the banks are going to do here tomorrow, next week, next year. I don't care what it is, just the way it is. I mean, I've never trusted anything like that, because I've had so many bad experiences in my life by doing that. Now, I'll have guys that come on here, man, I've had a bank here for 35 years, never had a problem. Well, that's Alton. He's been here, 28 years, 30 years he's been here? Yeah, I never had a problem. My Navy, Navy Federal or whatever it is, because he's in the Navy, has always come through. He's calling me one day and says, hey, can I borrow like $400? I go, yeah, you can borrow $400. He said, I'll pay it back to you because my bank messed up. So he changed, instead of having his money deposited here, he took it back and had it deposited back in the United States because he was having a deposit, Social Security check deposit here, and they wouldn't let him get it out. So I want to thank everybody who's watching our videos. I'll see you guys next time. God bless everybody.